Leslie Cervantes. Making her way walk to the red corner, let's welcome Kirakosian. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 2-minute rounds in the super lightweight division. Brought to you by Red Boxing Promotions and Viva Live TV on the Fight Night Channel. Your judges are Jonathan Davis, Pam Hayashida, and Rudy Barragan. And the third man in the ring is referee Ivan Guillermo. From Aguascalientes, Mexico, she stands at 4 foot 11 inches, weighs in at 109.6 pounds. She has a professional record of no wins and 1 defeat. Introducing Leslie Cervantes. Fighting on the red corner from Sun Valley, California, representing Armenia. She stands at 5 foot 2 inches, weighing in at 111.4 pounds. She has a perfect professional record of 5 victories, no defeats, and 4 big wins by the way of knockout. Introducing Anessa Spitfire Kirakosian. Let's take our final instructions to referee Ivan Guillermo.
Alrighty, action is underway. Anessa Kirakosian and Leslie Cervantes, undefeated versus a fighter looking to get her first pro victory. Here they are, swinging at it from the get-go.
And there we are, we have Anessa Kirakosian in the black and pink, and we've already got a knockdown. Leslie Cervantes in the black and gold. She's receiving the standing 8 count in the corner. And the referee will begin the match again.
What a fast start for Kirakosian. Already using her height and reach advantage and her power apparently to drop Cervantes here in the first 30 seconds. Clearly looking outmatched and not ready for the moment so far is Leslie.
Well, exactly, and Kirakosian, as you were saying, sneaking in a big right, that landed, getting Leslie's attention there. And yeah, there she goes. She's punching in punches and bunches, and she's got her up against the ring ropes. I want to remind everyone, folks, that the rounds here are 2 minutes. So you don't have any room, you don't have any time to feel anyone out. You just have to go forward and be busy. And these two certainly are doing that.
And Kirakosian so far is going from southpaw to orthodox, switching several times, and there she got caught with a looping left hand by Cervantes and delivers one of her own. Great action so far here in the first round.
Connecting with a left and a right, and she seems to find a way with that right hand. Now she's switching stances, but that right hand is coming through. And the end of round 1.
That was a great first round by Kirakosian. Came out guns blazing, scored the knockdown in the first 30 seconds of a wild exchange. And clearly that's going to be a 10-8 round. And in a 4-round fight, that's already a big lead.
That's almost an insurmountable lead. You're going to have to come out and basically replicate that in order to even things out. That was a huge knockdown coming out at the beginning of that round, and she continued with the onslaught. Got caught a couple of times, but overall, easily outscoring her opponent, and Cervantes now has to do something to get out of this hole.
Yeah, one thing I would like Kirakosian to do is not be too reckless. I think she was swinging a little too recklessly in the middle of the exchanges, and she got caught with one. And, you know, with the opponent with a little bit more power, that could be dangerous. And here we go, Esley coming out of the corner, storming, trying to even this one out with a better showing in round 2. We have an 18-year-old versus a 31-year-old. Kirakosian has an age and experience advantage so far.
And there she goes with those right jabs, and yeah, you're right. She did catch that one, but she did walk right through it and kept on going, and here she is again, just as busy as before, landing with a left to the body.
James, that just tells me one thing. Kirakosian does not respect Cervantes' power because she's still charging forward and she's willing to give it to get. So here we go in the middle of the round 2 so far, and Kirakosian is keeping the same pace.
Well, she's definitely being the aggressor, and yeah, I think she's keeping her opponent on her back of her feet. She's pushing her back. She's had her up against the ropes, and she's throwing punches in bunches. Cervantes is throwing a punch here, a punch there, maybe a loopy punch, but there hasn't been any type of combination so far. And Agnesa is scoring rapidly.
Yeah, another convincing round here for Kirakosian. This is her first fight in the United States after stringing 5 straight wins in Mexico, dating back to her pro debut in November.
And a big right hand in the corner there for Agnesa, and she is landing basically at will. 26 seconds left, and unless Cervantes does something very quickly, this is going to be another round that's going to go to Agnesa. And in a 4-round fight, you're now down 2-0. Best you can hope for is a draw. So she has her work cut out for her. She's going to have to get inside there and do some damage and probably take 1 or 2 on the way in, but she can't stand on the outside and take all that punishment.
Absolutely. Kirakosian up 2-0, and with that knockdown, she's up 3 points already, 20-17. And the only way Esley can get back into this fight is to score a knockdown of her own or a knockout. And so far through 4 minutes, I don't think that's going to be the case.
No, she seems to be throwing wildly. Some of the punches that she is throwing may have landed just by luck because she is a little wild out there. Perhaps she's just trying to catch that lucky one and stop Agnesa from coming forward. But she's going to have to throw more than 1 punch at a time. She can't just throw the 1 punch, see what happens, and then go from there, because Kirakosian is throwing them in bunches. And, as a result, she's up 2-0. with a big knockdown in the first round. An uphill battle for Esley at this point.
You know, Esley only has one fight under her belt, but she proved to have a chin, even though it was through 4 rounds. She lost the pro debut via unanimous decision and got dropped here in the first round, but still making a fight out of it.
And there she is, right in the center of the ring, throwing blows. Now, I think she understands that these last 2 rounds, she's got to be a little busier. She's going to have to connect, and she really does need a knockdown, I believe, in order to at least try and even this thing up.
Yeah, what I liked what I saw there from Kirakosian a bit earlier in the frame. She went to the body with the looping left hook. You know, she's not just the headhunter, and she's trying to make this a diverse and disciplined performance, as we see there with the looping right hand once again.
And as you can see, she is switching stances. She just connected there, and she's just basically putting on a performance and kind of schooling Esley at the moment.
Yeah, we see Kirakosian with the red, blue, and orange, representing Armenia, big Armenian contingency. Here ringside, cheering on every punch Agnesa is connecting with. Certainly a crowd favorite and looking comfortable here in her United States debut.
And connecting as well. She definitely looks comfortable. She is connecting at will. And like you said, she is going to the body. She's going to the head. She's putting on a clinic right now, and I believe that she is up 3 rounds to nothing at this point.
Yeah, James, I definitely agree with you there. I have it 30-26 after 3.
I've got it the same thing. That first round, that's a big one. That 10-8 round with the knockdown, that's just so difficult to dig yourself out of that hole in a 4-round fight. You have to come back and win the next 3 rounds.
Yeah, certainly, and so far Cervantes hasn't shown that she's capable of doing that.
No, her inexperience is evident. She's throwing wildly. She is getting backed up in the corner, up on the rope. She's taking a lot of punches there. She's going to have to be very, very busy. And in this last round, she's basically going to have to look at a knockout.
You know, she looks competitive, but she looks outclassed at the same time. And Agnesa, 4 of her 5 wins have come via knockout, and I wouldn't be surprised to see her going for it over here to keep that impressive knockout run going in her favor.
And there she landed with a left to the body, and there she is with some jabs to the head, and oh, here we go. We're going to trade some punches here and let it fly. And again, Agnesa is getting the better of these exchanges.
Absolutely, she's staying busy. She's throwing her hands. She's relentless, and look at this combination. Furious flurry.
And just holding her up against that ropes and using her as a punching dummy. Look at that, to the body, to the head, to the body, to the head. Those rights, I think she just landed about 8 of them in a row.
Referee is saying, show me something. He's taken a clear and close look at Cervantes, whose body language does not look good. She's turning her back around. Her arms are sagging. This does not look good. And that fight is stopped.
The fight is over. Chalk up another one for Agnesa Kirakosian.
She came out in the 4th round like I expected to, going for the knockout, and she looked good. She looked like she was supposed to with an opponent of Cervantes' caliber. Nothing against Cervantes, but Agnesa is a touted prospect here in the Southern California fight scene, and she wants to graduate to the upper ranks. She's a stablemate of Sinesa Estrada, who is signed to Top Rank Boxing, touted 2-division world champion, undefeated, and Agnesa wants to follow in the footsteps of her stablemate. And tonight was another step closer in that direction.
And it was a giant step because she dominated every single round. And as you said, she softened up her opponent, took her out in the fourth, just like you predicted. Between the body shots, the head shots, having her opponent in the corner, she just basically wore her down until Cervantes didn't have anything else to give and the referee had to step in.
And credit to Agnesa because she saw the opening and she took it. And that's what you want to see from a fighter who's being built up. When you see a weakened opponent, take advantage of it.
Absolutely, that's the killer instinct.